morning, everybody. I am Paula, and that's Sapphira. Today is a beautiful day. It's early in the morning. I'm sitting here having my coffee, and the sun is shining, and just starting the day here. I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about the Carnivore Challenge that's coming up for the month of May and my fitness challenge. So it's right now is Friday, April 26th. I can't see. May 1st, I'm going to be starting a fitness challenge here on YouTube, and I'm also going to be doing Carnivore for the month of May. I'll be attempting to film a video every single day for YouTube of fitness, and I'm going to be showing you my meals that I'm going to be eating throughout the day, on that. I am also doing the Carnivore Challenge more so in a coaching way over on Patreon. I want to go and check out all my links. They're on my website, lowcarbrevelation.com. You can find my Patreon on there, and it's a membership on Patreon. You can pay $10 a month. You can cancel anytime. The reason why I'm doing more of an in-depth group coaching over on Patreon for Carnivore is because I want to be able to help people answer their questions, help them with meal ideas, help them with their macros, all that kind of stuff. And on YouTube, it's really hard to do that with. I have 24,000 subscribers on here. I only have a couple hundred over on Patreon. So it's just a smaller platform. It's easier to be able to, interact with people and answer their questions, and they can private message me and, all of that. So one of our challenges is going to be more in depth over on Patreon, and I will be showing my meals here on YouTube and the fitness challenge that's going to be going on. So I thought I would talk a few minutes about how you get started. So basically, I'm going to be filming a video every single day for the month of May, and you just follow me along. You can hit that little notification bell so you can be alerted when I post a video. You can follow me over in our Facebook group, on Instagram if you want to. I'll be posting, when the videos are up over there. Videos will be out there. They'll be circulating. So all you have to do is tune into those videos and do it along with me. I'm going to be doing different fitness activities throughout the month. You can do whatever you want to do at your level. Some people may not be able to do what I can do. I certainly cannot do what a lot of fitness people do. So I'm going to do what is best for me at my level. I'm going to do a lot of walking, and I'm going to be incorporating some weight training. Not a whole lot, but I'm going to do what I can. If you are a person who is in a chair, you can't move around, all you gotta do is go to YouTube search bar, type in, sitting down chair workouts. You'll get all kinds of stuff that'll come up. You may be able to do a lot more than I can do. Do whatever you can do at your level, but just make sure that every single day you're doing some kind of activity. At first gonna do the Carnivore Challenge on YouTube. I wasn't even gonna let it go on YouTube because people can be so judgmental. They can be so critical. So I'm gonna do Carnivore diet. It's gonna be meat-based. I'm gonna eat animal products. I'm gonna be eating meat, all different kinds of meat. I'm not doing beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. I'm not doing beef and salt, okay? I'm gonna be doing all the meats. I'm not trying to do an elimination diet here. I am just trying to do a meat-based carnivore diet. So I'm gonna be incorporating beef, chicken, and pork. If you like seafood, that's awesome. It's great on the carnivore diet. I just don't particularly like seafood, but seafood is awesome on the carnivore diet. Lamb, you can eat bison, you can eat any kind of meat that you want to eat. You tailor this to you. You do it how you want to do it. If you want to do just beef and salt, that's amazing. Do beef and salt. If you want to, just do beef and chicken, do beef and chicken. Do however you want to do it, okay? And then I also am going to be including a little bit of dairy, not a lot of dairy, but a little bit of dairy. If I make an omelet with some eggs, I'm also going to be having eggs. I want a little bit of cheese in there to make it all stick together, but I am going to be really moderating how much dairy that I'm using. It's going to be just a little bit here and there, a little bit of cream in my coffee. I'm also going to be including spices in my cooking. A lot of carnivores, they don't eat spices because they come from plants and that kind of thing, but I'm okay with that. I don't really consume any kind of spices that irritate my body or in any way. So I'm going to be using spices. If you want to leave spices out, you can leave spices out. I'm also going to be drinking my coffee. I'm going to continue to drink my Element every single day, the flavored Element with the stevia. And I'm going to have my Prime Protein shakes every day. And that has stevia in it as well. So that's the way I'm going to do it. If you don't consider that carnivore, I don't know what to tell you. That's the way it's going to be. If you want to do it super, super clean and just do beef and salt, if you're trying to do an elimination diet, beef is the least inflammatory food and is a great way to eliminate a lot of different things. Just eat beef and salt. And then after 30 days, you can start adding things in. If you're trying to find out what's wrong with your body, different, ailments that are going on, that's the best way to do it. But I'm not doing that. My body has been healed over the past 2.5 years. Eating this way, I don't have any kind of symptoms that I'm going to try to get under control right now. So I'm just going to be having fun with it, eating meat and dairy and just going for it. So I have a pretty busy day today. I have 3 coaching calls that I have to do today. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about coaching. If you are interested in coaching, my spots are filling up very quickly. I was just telling Ed last night, I think I'm going to have to pretty soon do a waiting list, start a waiting list for the coaching, the one-on-one coaching. Patreon is still available. There's still spots on Patreon, plenty of spots over there for group coaching, but the one-on-one coaching, I have three calls today. It takes a lot throughout the day to do those calls. I have to prepare before I do the calls, and then I have to prepare after I do the call. It's a lot. And so I'm thankful that it's growing like it is, but there may be pretty soon, if you go on to do coaching, there may be a wait list. And I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but as of right now, there's not. I'm going to be testing the waters for my carnivore challenge. I'm going to be eating carnivore today, and I'm going to be showing you what I'm eating on a typical carnivore day for me, how my carnivore way is going to be. When I get to eating those meals, I'll share with you my meals and let you know what I'm going to be having on a Paula's carnivore day. I'll see you soon. So this is my breakfast this morning. I am going to be making a carnivore breakfast burrito. I have some breakfast sausage. There's probably about 3, maybe 4 ounces of breakfast sausage here in this pan. And I'm just going to brown that up. And over here, I have an Egg Life wrap. This is what it looks like. Get these at Aldi. Other grocery stores have these as well. You just have to search it out and find it if you don't have an Aldi near you. This is made out of egg whites. All right. And I have 2 eggs here that I'm going to scramble into this pork sausage as soon as it's browned up. And I'm going to make a little scramble. And then I will be back to show you how I'm going to put this together. All right. So I have my 2 eggs scrambled here. And I'm just going to pour them right into this skillet. Right in with the grease and the sausage. I didn't drain it. You can drain it if you want, but I want that extra grease in there today. And I'm only going to put some salt on this today. And I'm just going to scramble this up. Nice, easy breakfast. All right, you can't have a burrito without cheese. At least I can't. So I have some Gouda cheese right here that I have shredded. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this on here. And this is my first meal today. A delicious protein-packed, look at that, breakfast burrito. So I'm going to go ahead and eat and go do a coaching call, and I'll be back to check in with you all later on. My activity for the day, and I have a new fun gadget that I'm going to be trying out for you today. I had a company contact me and ask me if I wanted to try out a treadmill that is a desk treadmill. It is the smaller walking pads. And I said, sure, I would love that, because up here we get winters that are really harsh, and we also have rainy days here in the spring, and sometimes it's just hard to get out for a walk. I thought this would be something great to have around. It is compact. It can store under a bed or in a closet. I just carried it up. I'm upstairs right now. I'll turn around here so you can see. Okay. And I just carried this up the stairs. Yes, it was heavy. I'm not sure about the weight on it, but I was able to get it up the stairs on my own. It has wheels on the front side of it, so you can pick it up and pull it. But I was able to lift it up and carry it up the stairs. Like I said, it was pretty heavy. So if you're not used to lifting heavy things, you may want to have 2 people. I do not have a standing desk. That is something now I think I'm going to look into. I have my old desk right here, and I put the treadmill right next to it. Let me show you. My newly set up desk area. I think I'm going to get a taller desk here so I can stand and work out. But look at that view. I mean, it might be hard to get stuff done. I don't know. But anyways, right here is the walking pad, and it is called Funmily, Funmily. And it is a great size. Look at this. The treadmills that I've had experience with are much bigger than this, and they have the big handles on them, and you know, you gotta just leave it sitting out in the middle of the room, and they take up so much space. But this is great, nice and compact. And there's a little switch right here on the front. You just switch it on, really easy. It's powered, you plug it in, and there's a little digital display. And there is a remote that you can have in your hand. I recommend having this in your hand while you're doing this because you want to be able to speed up and slow down. You're definitely going to want to make sure this comes to a stop before you get off. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use this. As you can see, there's lights on the side, so you can see when it is turned on. Remote, 4 simple little buttons. There is a power. Let me grab my glasses. There is a stop button, there is a speed up button, a slow down button, and a go. So you can just hit that and it will time down and it will start moving. And then you can get on, or you can already be on it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shut it off. And then you turn it off and it'll slow down and stop. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get on this thing and try it out for you all. I get on here, the camera may cut my head off, but that's okay. The focus is on the treadmill, not me. So this is great because I have noticed, I've been on this a couple of times, and I have noticed that you really have to balance while you're on it. You have to pay attention, and there's nothing to hold on to. So you got to be safe. You got to take it slow for a little bit to get used to it. But once you're on it, you really engage your core muscles because you're balancing while you're on it. So I noticed when I was using this yesterday that my abs were sore this morning when I got up because I was engaging my ab muscles while I was actually walking on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to use this. Start it up. And it's gonna slowly start moving. It's very quiet and very smooth, and you can just slowly start to speed it up. It does have a little bit of an incline, and that you can really feel in your legs. You know, you're climbing a little bit, you really feel like you're getting a good workout. You really got to pay attention and balance yourself as you're walking on this thing. And I could really see myself standing here at a desk and walking on this treadmill and getting my steps in. If you have a sedentary job and you're at a desk at home or in the office, if your office would let you bring something like this in, it's very quiet. It would be great to get some extra steps in. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit more. I'm not going to be jogging for you, but I am going to walk a little bit faster. Right now I'm at a 1.5, and it also has a timer on it that tells you how many minutes you've been on it. I like that. And I'm starting to get winded. I really feel like I am getting a good workout with the incline on this 2.0. Really starting to get winded. This is something that I need to incorporate more often, definitely. slowly comes to a stop. All right. I'm a little bit winded and I've only walked about 3 minutes or so on there. So I really like this walking pad, this desk treadmill. I love that it is small. I have a bedroom right over there, and that's where I plan on sliding this right underneath the bed. I think my cat's gonna give it a try. But really nice little product. I'm real happy with it. I think it's a great quality product, and it does have a sleep mode on it. I was reading about, I need to read deeper in detail about it, but there's a sleep mode. If it's not being used, it will go into a sleep mode. And I like that it has the remote because you can control it while you're walking on it. You don't have to worry about bending down and trying to adjust things because that could be dangerous, you know? And so I love that. It has this little wrist thing, so you can put it on your wrist while you're walking and then just adjust your speed. And I think it's great. So I have a special link that I will put down below where you can go and check it out and read all about it, read the specs and all of that. So thank you, Funmily, for sending me this walking pad. I'm sure that it's going to be showing up in a lot of my videos for the month of May. I'm doing a fitness challenge, and that will be part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I'll be back in a little bit to show you what we're having for dinner. All right, I am having a prime protein shake. I love these shakes. They're very clean. Grass-fed beef isolate is what these are made out of, and they are sweetened with stevia. This is a salted caramel I'm having for today. Something I've been doing recently. I still do these with nut milk on occasion, but I'm going to, during my carnivore month, I'm going to be mixing these with water. And I put a scoop of the salted caramel in here and then a splash of heavy cream in with the water. And I also have ice in here. And I am just gonna blend this up. I have one hand right now. I don't have my tripod. So you gotta make sure too not to overfill your container. I'll be back. All right, so this is my salted caramel protein shake. I'm going to enjoy this, and I'm gonna be busy until dinner time later. So I'll be back to show you what we're having for dinner. I'll see you then. So a little check-in here. It is almost 4 o'clock, and I have some ribs going in my electric smoker over here, some spare ribs. All I did was season them with Redmond seasoned salt and just kind of rub that all over them and put them in my little electric smoker. And I put it on 225 degrees, and they have been in there for about 4 hours. And they smell delicious. The smoker's right around the corner here, and they just smell so good. So we're gonna be doing a meat platter for dinner tonight. I'm gonna be having the ribs, and I'm also gonna have some kielbasa and some pulled smoked chicken that I have in the freezer that I smoked in the little smoker, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago. And so it's gonna be just like a little meat sampler platter tonight that we're gonna have for dinner. But I'm right now having some coffee from Tim Hortons, but I wanted to tell you a little wedding band story real quick. So back in 35 years ago, when me and Ed first got married, I'm not wearing my wedding ring right now. Back 35 years ago, when we first got engaged, me and Ed went to a little jewelry store. It was called Service Merchandise. It wasn't actually just jewelry. They had a bunch of other stuff, electronics. Let me know down in the comments if you remember Service Merchandise. But we went there. We were poor, but we had love. And we bought a wedding set that was only a few $100s. It was a lot for us at the time, maybe $200-300. And so I had that set for 5 years. I'm gonna turn because the sun is just right in my eyes. We had that set for I had that set for 5 years. And then we moved into our little house. We were doing some work. We were pulling up old carpeting and getting ready for a company to come and bring new carpeting and lay it down. And so I remember this even today, like yesterday. I took my wedding ring set off and I put them up in the window in our bedroom down there. We have the windows are up high and the window sills are up high. They're like short windows, but they're up high. And so I remember taking that wedding set off and putting it up in the windowsill as we were doing all this work with our hands, pulling up carpet and stuff. And the company came to lay the carpet, and I forgot to get my rings and put them on. And then after they were all done, the carpet looked beautiful, and I was like, oh, I got to go get my wedding ring. So I went in there and it was gone. It was just gone. And we looked everywhere. Sincerely hope that the installers did not just take their wedding set and pocket it. I really, I don't want to think that that happened, but I don't know what else happened to these wedding rings. So we searched, and we never pursued or asked the company, did your workers take our rings or anything like that. We just kind of let it go. Years later, we ended up ripping up the carpet, and we really checked. We were really careful when we rolled up the carpet because we thought, well, maybe the rings fell off of the windowsill and fell down and was under the carpet, but we never found them. So I just got interrupted. So we never found the ring. And so to replace that ring, I ended up years ago, many, many years ago, we didn't have internet. So I ended up ordering a ring off of QVC. I ordered a cubic zirconia. It was actually called a diamonique. It was a diamonique ring. It was 14 karat gold, and it was beautiful and sparkly. And I ended up ordering that. It was like $130 or something. And I had that for many, many years, and I still have it. This past January was our 35th wedding anniversary. And in December, Ed bought me a really beautiful wedding set. And I've been wearing it. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it in my videos and that. It's just really beautiful, really sparkly, something that I never thought that I would ever get to have. And so I've been wearing it, and I kept looking at it, and it has a wedding band with diamonds in it, and then it has an engagement ring with diamonds. And I kept looking at it, and I thought that it would look nice with another wedding band that matched the other wedding band flipped up on the other side of the diamond. And so I was talking to Ed about it, and he said, go ahead and order it. Get what you want, And so you had to special order it because the wedding set came as a set. The band you can't buy separate. So I had to put in a special order with Zales. And the guy that I worked with, he told me that it would take 8 weeks to get the wedding band. And once I got the wedding band, my plan is to get them all soldered together, and so they'll all be nice and secure. And so today, it's only been 4 weeks since I ordered the wedding band, and John from Zales called me and said that the ring was there. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I went out to get it. And when I went in the store, I put it on, make sure it fit. And it was so beautiful and sparkly. And my ring next to it looked really dull. And I haven't really noticed. I thought it was getting kind of dirty or whatever. And so I asked him, I said, why does mine look so dull next to this beautiful shiny ring? And he said, oh, it probably just needs to be cleaned. I'll go clean it for you. So he took it and he put it under I don't know what the correct terminology for it is in the jewelry world, but he brought it up on a screen. He magnified it and brought it up on a TV screen. And he said, do you have well water? And I said, yeah. He said, come here. And I said, what? And he said, you see all these brown marks around your diamond? There was all these, like you guys, I am heartsick right now. There's all these little rust areas, is what he called it, around the diamonds from the well water. Okay. And so I usually take my ring off when I wash dishes, but if I wash my hands real quick, I just keep my ring on. But the culprit, I believe, is right over here, our hot tub, right there. That hot tub has well water in it. And I sit in there in that hot tub with my hands in the water, and the whole time I have been damaging my wedding ring. I am so upset. So John from the jewelry store said that they were gonna send it away, and he's going to have it acid washed. I hope I'm using the correct terminology. And they're gonna recoat it in the rhodium that these new rings are coated with, and they are going to solder it for me all together. And he said that with the human eye, you will probably never ever be able to tell that there is some, you know, there might be some damage there. He said a lot of times they can't get it out. Sometimes they can. So he said they're going to work on it. They're going to like redo the ring, clean it, re-rhodium it, all that stuff. And hopefully it's going to be nice and sparkly again. So you will see me. My QVC ring is at my other house. So I kind of feel like naked right now. But when I get back home to my other house, I will be getting that ring out and putting it on just so that I have something to wear. But I just wanted to share that. If you have a really nice wedding ring or diamond necklace or gold jewelry, diamond jewelry, really, really be careful and conscientious of well water. Who knew? I didn't know. I didn't have any kind of education on this. I've never had a nice ring like that before. I've never had a rhodium coated ring before. I had no idea. So now I have all this education. Every 6 months, I'm supposed to take it to Zales and have them do like this diamond inspection on it in order for it to be covered under the insurance, that if, you know, one of the diamonds falls out, they will replace it. They will replace it for free if I'm keeping up with that every 6 months, getting it checked out. So I'm gonna have to have a schedule and keep like check of all these things. But I just thought I would share that because it's something that happened to me today that made my heart sink. And just be careful with your jewelry if you have well water. Also, I have heard that hand sanitizer has wrecked people's jewelry during the C-19, the virus that was going around. People were ruining their rings, this guy told me, because everyone was doing hand sanitizer on their rings and just stripping everything off their rings and ruining their rings. So just be really careful. I just thought I'd share that. So I'm going to go ahead and go and finish my coffee, and then I'm going to make our meat platters for dinner tonight, and I'll show you what we're having for our dinner. I'm so excited about dinner. These ribs smell delicious. All right, I'll see you soon. All right, check it out. We got some pulled chicken here. This is smoked chicken that I smoked in the smoker about a month ago, shredded it up, threw it in the freezer. All I did was take it out and warm it up. It's got some seasoning on it. I believe it was Redmond's barbecue seasoning, salt, whatever. And then I've got the kielbasa, ribs. There's Ed's, and we got my sparkling water. Ed's having
Different
some
sauces
Zevia.
or the same
They're the
sauce?
same. I just didn't have you know, enough room. So, all right, we are gonna eat, and I'll be back to wrap up this video. See you soon. All right, so dinner was absolutely delicious. I enjoyed every bite. It is 5:30, and I have one more coaching call to do. I'm done eating for the day. I feel stuffed. I feel very satisfied. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're gonna be doing this challenge with me, get ready, stock up on your meats, and we will do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for tonight. Make sure you subscribe, hit that little notification bell so that you can be alerted when the videos come out for the month of May. I will see you in the next one. Have a great night and God bless.